The Imperial is traditionally the biggest Chrysler passenger car that you can get, other than wagons and vans. The 1972 Imperial LeBaron came with just a single engine, the 440 cubic inch V8. Indeed, most Imperials over time came with a single engine, and it was usually Chrysler's top of the line as far as luxury goes. I don't believe any Imperials were sold with a 426 Street Hemi because that was not a luxury engine, that was a racing engine. And the 1972 Imperial, again, there was just the Imperial LeBaron. It was only a hardtop. They had a 2-door and a 4-door, so your choice of doors. And it had very, very few options. So that you wouldn't have to fill it up very often, it came with a very big fuel tank, bigger than the Chrysler. Came with a big radiator. Its curb weight was 150 pounds over the shipping weight, and the main difference between the shipping weight and the curb weight is the fluids. They fill up the tank instead of putting in 3 gallons, and so forth. The 2-door hardtop version of the Imperial in 1972 weighed 4,940 pounds in shipping weight. The 4-door hardtop was 5,070 pounds. So, when they talk about the next generation Charger weighing over 4,000 pounds, well, this Imperial weighed 5,070 and was almost certainly smaller inside. But they were true luxury cars. They were made in very small numbers, and they had all the sound insulation Chrysler could shove in. In 1972, this is the full list of options. First, dual air conditioning with automatic temperature control, and that added 45 pounds. A power bench front seat, that's a single front seat that moves all forward and back together, 25 pounds. A power 50-50 split front seat, so driver and passenger could have different positions, was 48 pounds. Cruise control added 5 pounds. That seems like a lot. Power locks added 7 pounds, that's all those motors. And if you got the 4-door, it was 11 pounds. A rear window defroster added 4 pounds, kind of odd that it wasn't standard. And if you want to look at skid control, this was the first 4-wheel anti-lock brake setup in an American car. It had been launched as an option on the 1971 Imperial. It was quite expensive, but it was unique. There were very, very few cars in the world that had anti-lock brakes at that point, and that weighed 71 pounds. Well, that's all I've got. This is a very short video. I hope that you liked it. Tune in more or go to motels.com.